Hello, everyone. How's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Hello. How's it going? Thank you, Azure, for the tier 1 sub for 32 months. Insane. That's crazy. But hi, Rolf. Hi, Azure. How's it going? I hope you both are doing well. My makeup is like weird. Hold up. Like not, I didn't see it until I looked in the mirror. Or not the mirror, but the screen. How I look. Oh shoot. Pretty good, bit tired from so much family. Yeah, that's fair. I also did some stuff for Easter. How was your Easter, Rolf, by the way? What did you do? I just hung out with mi madre and mi padre. And we had a bunch of delicious food which I helped cook. But my hands still smell with garlic. Been a couple days now and it still smells like garlic. It's so terrible. I have to use like scented lotion just to sleep at night because my hands smell so much with garlic. I'm like, ugh, go, please stop smelling with garlic. It's so hard to get rid of garlic scent once it's on you. But yeah, I used garlic to help make some of the dishes. Saturday, painting eggs with parents and sisters, family. Sunday, Easter brunch with mom's extended family. Today, short visit to my parents for dad's birthday. Was nice though. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's understandable, Rolf. That totally makes sense. Yeah, you are justified in calling me stinky now, because I am actually stinky. In a way. I mean, I am, like, still as, like, cleanliness conscious as ever, but it just won't come off my hands. Suddenly all the kids are 2.5. I know, right? It's crazy. Life just went like, wha-bam. Like, it didn't feel like life continued on, but it really did. Thank you, Azure. Thank you so much. It's a new dress. I got it when I went to go see Sonic 2. The place we go to see movies is in the mall, so we try and like do some shopping as well before the movie. So today, or not today, so that day, we bought a new shirt, a new pair of pants, a new pair of shorts, and like several dresses. And this was one of them. It's from Gap. Yeah, thank you. Which makes a big difference when they're all in single digits, yeah. But I mean, even for us, like, I still think about the fact that multiple of my early 20s have been spent during, like, COVID and all of this. Like, there goes my early 20s. Yeah. I always hate shopping, so I always, like, try and avoid getting new clothes, but my mom's always like, you need new clothes. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. Because honestly, I really hate shopping for clothes. It's one of my least favorite things to do. I don't like it. I mean, I like having clothes, and I like having... I'm really cognizant of style, and I have a very particular aesthetic that I like to implement in my wardrobe, but it's just going to the store and looking through all the clothes and trying them on. It's just so bleh. Yeah. That's totally fair, Rolf. I think a lot of people were in the same boat. Insane. But yeah. Times are crazy. But yeah, for us it was just me, my mom, and dad. We had a big dinner with I had duck, Russian potato salad, Russian Olivier, which is like, you have like slices of potato, slices of egg, peas, pickles, bologna, mayonnaise, salt, mix it all together. You get Olivier. It's delicioso. And then I made, the reason my hands smell like garlic is because I made stuffed eggs. And the way Russians make stuffed eggs, like the Russian way of doing it, is like you cut the egg in half, you take out the yolk, and by cutting the egg, I mean cutting a hard-boiled egg. So you open it up, you take out the yolk from the inside, you put it in a like separate bowl. Then you mince garlic, which is, again, why my hands smell like garlic. You mince garlic, you throw salt in, and you put a ton of mayonnaise, and then you mix it all together until it becomes like a creamy consistency, and then you put it back in the egg, and there you have it. And then, so we had that, also corned beans, finger veggies, mushrooms, and bread with my special cheese platter that I usually get with stinky cheeses. Delicioso. Disgusting. Nah, it's real good. It's one of my favorite dishes I know how to make. It's good stuff. And I'm a fairly good cook. I have like many people in my family have a talent for cooking. Like, I have a bit of a talent for it. If I developed it more, I would probably be really good at cooking. My mom's a really good cook. My dad's a really good cook. My brother's a really good cook. My sister's husband is a really good cook. Like, all of us we all have like an affinity for cooking, except for my sister. My sister can't cook to save her life. I just had some eggs with bread and cheese mostly, and way too much chocolate. That's fair. Made some puff pastry with spinach and feta today. That was pretty nice. Heck yeah, that sounds awesome. Guess I can't eat at Anya's house. What do you mean? We eat all sorts of things. Like, our, how should I put it? Our menu is pretty diverse because we tend to eat all sorts of different things. like we eat Russian food, Korean food, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Indian, Mexican, all Greek, all kinds of different stuff. So we're not a one note kind of family when it comes to food. We can eat almost anything. The only thing is that we don't like it when food is too bland, because then it's boring. I've been to houses where they, like, specifically white people's houses, where they make the most blandest food on the face of planet Earth, and I'm like, disgusting. That's actually disgusting. You need some spices in your life, guys. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be spicy spices. Just get something. Put garlic in your food or something. There should be something in it. I shouldn't just be eating straight up like chicken or something with nothing on it. It's boring. I have a friend who I swear has some sort of seasoning that somehow makes the food taste more bland than unseasoned. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. For a second I was like, what? And then I got it, and oh boy. That's not good. Yeah, I've been to places like that where it's like, yeah, we put something on it and it just made it taste even more blah. But yeah. So we had, I also had a slice of strawberry shortcake, which was delicious. So, all good stuff. Then of course I came back here, hung out in Sushi Court, played some Pokemon Black 2, had Azure help me. It was great. Yeah. Though, by the way, I'm not gonna be able to stream on Saturday because on Saturday I'm going to go see the musical production of Anastasia, which Mom and I bought tickets for before COVID, like right before COVID. Then COVID happened and the tickets were canceled. Like the whole production was canceled because of all that. And so for a while we thought we would never get to see it, and then they announced they're coming back and that our tickets still work. So we're going to go see the show literally on Saturday. What do you mean I helped? I was asleep the entire... You absolutely did help! You helped the entire time. I was like, who should I use for this? And you would tell me, or I would be like, I don't know who I should do for this, or what I should do for this, and you helped me so many times, Azure. And it was a little too specific for me to believe it was sleep talking. Also, sometimes people tell me my food is so flavorful, and I'm like, all I did was put a stock cube in the tomato sauce. I mean, yeah, that's how it is they come to your house and they're like, oh my gosh, this is way too much. And I'm like, what the heck? But, yeah. So we're gonna go see Anastasia this upcoming Saturday, so no stream on that day. Big sad. I'll miss it. But there is the fact that we'll be watching the show, which is great. Also, sorry if I'm like even more slow than usual right now. I I had so much trouble going to sleep last night. I don't know why. I couldn't fall asleep until like 8 a.m. It was real bad. So I'm a little bit on the sleepy side, even more so than usual. But I'm here. I'm ready. I have my coffee on the side, so hopefully my coffee will wake me up. I hope you have fun the show. Aw, thank you, Azure. You're the bestest bean. I love you very much. Oh, that's totally fine, Rolf. Because then that means more variety, you know? So it's all good. I can always play something else in the meantime, so it all works out. No worries, Rolf. What are you doing bi-weekly? Like, what's going on? Oh, that reminds me. I need to also add Doodle. Also, I'm not even in the call. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? Actually, I already said what's wrong with me. No, Rolf, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. I'll fight you, Rolf. I'll fight you. That's not it. D&D stuff. Ah, heck yeah. Makes sense. Have fun with that. And I've always said I want the streams to be something chill that people can do instead of it being like an obligation, you know? So that's why I'm saying it's no worries that you have other stuff to do. I'm glad when you're here. I need to add Doodle, because I always forget to add Doodle until it's too late. I'm like, Doodle wants me to add her, and then I never remember. But there we go. I keep forgetting that Doodle's name in my server is Long Leg Takechi. Amazing. The big D&D group I'm part of has gone to shit, so I'm looking for more regular campaigns to join, and I found one on Monday. Ah, I see. Makes sense. I'm sorry that the previous group isn't working out. But I'm glad you've possibly found a new group. I hope it goes well. Oh, Doodle's gonna be here. That means I don't gotta help. Have fun. No, get back in here, Azure. Get back in here. Get back in here, Azure. But yeah, Doodle basically is like, just at me if you're about to do stuff. And he'll try and be there. It's been going downhill for a long time, honestly. The formula couldn't last, really. What was it? If you don't mind me asking, like, what was the campaign? Getting some of that good old coffee in my veins. Also, I've been binging the latest episodes of the debunking videos on Anne Reedon's How to Cook That channel on YouTube. Which, if you don't know who that is, like, Anne Reedon's like she's like a certified like dietitian, food scientist, and chef. She's really good at coming up with new ideas and cool food options and whatnot. And she also does debunking videos on like other channels that typically do like food hacks and stuff, like, oh, if you just do this you'll get a pie in 1 minute, like that sort of thing. She debunks a lot of those, showing like how they're false or how they're impossible. And I've been watching a lot of those recently. Basically, the idea was to have a big campaign with an unlimited amount of players and DMs. DMs run one-shot adventures whenever they want, and players can sign up for them with persistent characters. It was very fun for a while, but inevitably a few people joined that started kind of poisoning the well. Yeah. That's always what happens if you don't have, like, a closed group for things. Like, if you allow, like, too many people to join in on things, you inevitably get people that probably shouldn't be there. Also, the setting just got more and more diluted to the point where I stopped being... Yeah, that's the other problem when it comes to big projects like that, is when you don't have just like one or a couple people running a show, you end up having just an absolute mess of just a ton of different ideas, because no one like sticks with a certain like themes and ideas. They all want to bring in their own stuff to the table, and because of that it becomes a mess that doesn't have like an overarching like theme or story or setting, really. So it makes sense. No, Azure, I'll fight you. You're the best. Also, some of the core people got busy with real life and or other campaigns. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, like, it reminds me of, they're one of the first Yume Nikki fan games, and one of the most known is Yume Tuki, which literally, you pronounce it like Yume Nikki, but there's a 2 there because in Japanese 2 is ni. So instead of it being written like the original Yume Nikki, it's Yume Tuki, but it's the same, so it's like a pun. In that, like, basically a ton of people, like, come together and just make their own levels. And that means that there's some cool stuff in there and cool levels and stuff, but the problem with that is that there's no consistency. You don't have, like, an overarching, like, story of, like, a person's psyche like you do with, like, Yume Nikki or Dot Flow or, like, those kinds of titles. Because with Yume Tuki, there's so many people just working on all sorts of different levels that it's kind of a mess. So now we've reached a point where basically nobody's running sessions anymore, yeah. That combined with the fact that at this point in the campaign we have characters at 4 different tiers of play, meaning you get to play each character maybe once every 2 months, which is just not enough to stay invested, yeah. Yeah. No, it's totally fine, Rolf, no worries. This is a rant, like, you can rant as much as you want zone, because I've definitely ranted on stream before. It's totally fine. But yeah, it definitely seems, it's like one of those things that it seems cool on paper, but just wouldn't work in real life with how crazy people can be. It just doesn't work. You need like a closer knit group with a more consistent narrative to really get things working properly. Otherwise it's just a mess. Because even like, you know, the closest I could think of where you kind of can have multiple stuff going on is MMOs and whatnot. And even for that, like, there's usually an overarching narrative that ties everything together that can't be looked away from. You can have all these side stories and extra stuff and character-driven stuff and whatnot, but there's always going to be that main story that keeps everything tied together that can't be forgotten or ignored. And that's why it works, is because you have that foundation where everything can kind of branch off of. Big turning point for me was also when my main character reached a point where his story was basically finished, and then the player who was playing the character that my character was married to left. No! No! Aww. That's sad, honestly. I would love to do another campaign like this, but with this... Yeah, I think it would work if it was, like, there was boundaries set on, like, what could be done. How many people can be in the group? That's one boundary. Another boundary is, like, you gotta establish certain rules about the setting. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do this, you can do that. Like, you need to have those rules too, so it doesn't, like, go too far in certain directions. And you also need to have, like, a basic story that can't be ignored or left out, that everyone kind of branches from. Monday campaign is sort of like that regular sized group, but we take turns. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That would probably work better than whatever was going on there. Which, again, sounds good on paper, but it just doesn't work out with how hectic and chaotic life is. But yeah. Oh, also Azure. It just hit me. You asked last night what kind of Pokemon group would Goro Akechi have. And I think when I thought about it, like, when you asked that night, my brain was like, I have no idea. But then I thought about it more and I'm like, wait, Volo is basically the Pokemon version of Goro, right? So that, if we combine those two ideas together, then that means Goro's team would basically be Volo's team. So there you have it. We've got it. We've solved the puzzle. The big campaign was definitely a net positive, though. Gave me some really good memories, and I met a lot of people through it. Yeah, and that's good. I'm glad that it worked out in the end in some ways. That there was still good stuff, despite the bad. That's always a good thing, because everything is gonna have its positives and negatives, so it's good that it was mostly positive in the end. And nothing lasts forever, as they say. GDI. You know it's true, though, Azure. You know it's true. Yeah, absolutely. It was your time to go. That D&D campaign outstayed its welcome. So it's time to let that go and move on to something new. It happens to most things. Maybe stop trying so hard to chase that high of the early days. Yeah, I mean, I think this is important not just in D&D, but with shows, with movies, with video games. Like, there comes a point where it's like, alright, this needs to be the end. As much as we would all want more, like, episodes, more sequels, more whatever, in the end, this is where it should stop. Because there always comes a point where it's like, there's nothing else we can do with this idea. And elongating it will only make it start falling apart, instead of being at its high, like, heyday that it used to be. And you see it with a bunch of stuff, where, like, the early seasons of something will be really good, and then the later seasons will be garbage. And it's all because, like, a certain thing outstays its welcome. Like, it just won't be as good as it used to be, because all that it could have been had already been reached, you know? Alright, I finished this dungeon, so now I can yell at you properly. Let's go. Heck yeah. I mean, what do you think, Azure? Who would you say is on Goro's team? But yeah, I hope the Monday campaigns are good though, Rolf. And no worries about not making it every time. As I said, there's always stuff to fill in the middle. Probably play some more Pokemon or other related things in the meantime. Which I'm planning to play more Pokemon probably tonight. After the stream and everything. I'll probably play some Pokemons. And then tomorrow, of course, is more writing shenanigans, which I'm not looking forward to. I always feel like I just finished writing for the week, and then the next week's writing comes back around and I'm like, yee, as Azure said. I hope it ends up great. But yeah, it's always good to know when to stop with something and go, that's it. is all that this thing needs. Like, even the best things, like, you can really, really love something and understand that if it were to continue, it wouldn't be good. But, yeah. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I just remembered. So last time when we were playing Hakuoki, we made a choice, and that was where we were at. We had just made I'm pretty sure the Okita choice for that. I really wonder what ending we're gonna get. Like, I wonder if we're gonna get like a bad ending. We'll have to see how things go. Crossing our fingers. I mean, no matter what happens, we can always go back and change things if necessary before moving on to the next one, which I hope isn't today. I don't think so, because I think we're only on chapter... I think we're still on chapter 3. Maybe we're on chapter 4. 100% on route for the... I don't think we're on that one. Because there is a normal route, yes. But we've gotten enough points with Okita, I think, that we're on his route. Like, I'm pretty sure we're probably on his route, but it's just so low on percentage that we're probably gonna get, like, a bad ending for his route. Which I wonder what it's gonna be, because as I said, I only played the original version of Hakuoki, which is a much longer game. And this game ends at that halfway point. So I don't know what a bad ending in this will even look like, but we'll see. So I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Akechi would probably have a Blissey. Ooh, heck yeah, a superior because you have one. Let's go! A Darkrai because it's symbolic. Yes, a Garchomp because Garchomp is boss. Let's go. A Ferrothorn because he's a stalling bastard. And a Cyndaquil Typhlosion because it was probably his childhood dream. Oh, you know, Azure! Azure, you are so right! This is canon? This is canon? Hold up. Hold up. I'm taking a screenshot. This is canon. This is now it. You are so right, Azure. You are absolutely right. Oh my gosh. Azure is the smartest being on the face of this planet Earth. I'm posting this. Yeah. I'm gonna... Okita's gonna give us a vague acknowledgement of affection and then tiny consumption. You know what? Oh wait, Okita's gonna give him... Oh my gosh. Okita's gonna get bored. Oh my gosh, it got me real good. It got me so good. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, incredible. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Rolf. That's probably gonna be what's gonna happen. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. So that's literally probably what our bad ending is gonna be. Though, as I said, luckily we can always start from the beginning and just fast forward through all the dialogue we've seen to get to new bits and then get the best ending and then move on to the next game. Like, it'll be fine. It got me pretty good. I was not expecting that response. It makes sense, but I wasn't expecting the response, Asher. It got me really good. Oh boy. But yeah, because yeah, I don't think we would get the normal route, because I'm pretty sure 40% affection with a guy is probably good enough to get a route. Killed Anya like TC is killing Okina. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi, Doodle. I love you so much. You're the best. And no worries, Doodle. You can join whenever you can. Hi, Rolf. Welcome, welcome.
Oh.
I can't get over it. Oh my gosh. Rolf, you're amazing.
What are you cooking, Doodle?
Yee. Doodle's here, so no, get back in here, Azure. You're not allowed to leave. You're stuck in the basement. But yee, as Rolf said, what you cooking, Doodle? Azure, don't go. Azure was already here all along. I keep forgetting about the Nightbot commands, and then it happens, and I'm like, heck yeah. But yeah. Honestly, so from what I remember from the original game is that, like, most routes do end with Okita dying of consumption. I think pretty much all of them, like almost all of them. So it wouldn't surprise me that the bad end would be like, yep. He's like, I love you, peace out. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe they'll be like 40% is enough. Probably not. But we can always dream.
Yeah, his dying words are just gonna be something like, you know, I didn't hate spending every moment with you.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be! You're so right! You're so right. Absolutely. That I can actually hear it in his voice to say that, so it would so be true. Also, Doodle says, I'm making baked barbecue chicken with a side that I haven't determined yet. Heck yeah.
Damn.
Let's see, sides that I would like with baked barbecue chicken. Mac and cheese. Corn, I think is good with chicken. Maybe just...
One of those potatoes where you cut, like, reaches into it and stuff them with chicken.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good. Just a salad. Doodle, I'm coming over. Heck yeah. Oh boy. If I see any mac and cheese, I'm immediately leaving.
Oh, I should make mac and cheese.
Yeah, make the mac and cheese.
Eat that
now. Heck yeah. Now it's like Azure tries to break into the house and you just show a plate of mac and cheese and he's like, ah, like a vampire to garlic.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah. I was gonna say, I'm not making mac and cheese. We don't have any. Oh snap! Azure's breaking into your house, Doodle. Make a run for it. Yeah, Doodle, you should look in the Velvet Room chat and see what Azure said Akechi would have as a Pokemon party, because it's super legit. It's the most legit Pokemon party. That's how Anya keeps me in her basement. She has mac and cheese sitting right in front of the door, so I can't escape. Exactly. Y'all have discovered my tricks. This is how I deal with Azure. Oh my gosh. For some reason, all I can imagine now is, so there's this horror game that came out recently for the, it was for like a VHS, like found footage game jam on Itch.io. So nice. The idea was that every game had to be found footage related. And one of the games was, supposed to be like this guy going into a basement to feed like some SCPs. So he like goes into the basement with like a weird plate of food. I don't even know what the heck it's supposed to be. It looks like some mashed up weird stuff. But he notices that they're not in their cages. And the thing is, the way that you make it through the game is by manipulating the tape. Because apparently, like, somehow if you... however you manipulate the tape manipulates what happens in that tape, like, in the story. So, to save the guy on the tape, you gotta, like, pause and, like... do other stuff like that to make it through the tape. So it's a very interesting concept because it's like you're not actually controlling the person in the tape or anything. It's not happening in real time. You're controlling the tape itself to deal with the monsters.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was just randomly reminded of the fact that I once made a like point-and-click horror game as a project for like art class in school.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually finished it, but regardless, the files are definitely gone by now.
No,
there's no way I could possibly recover that.
I was about to say we should play it, and then you said that, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's like you went to a basement or something, and there's like this sort of escape room style puzzles. And
I see. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't really remember much of it. I mean, it's like 16, 17 years ago or something.
Yeah. When I lived in Lawrence, Kansas, the house that I lived in a pretty big house. Not like mansion size, of course, but it was like, it had like multiple rooms and stuff. There was a main bedroom, my bedroom, a guest bedroom, several bathrooms. It was a pretty big house. And we had a giant basement because you can't live in Kansas without owning a basement, you know? And
Tornado Alley or
yeah. And we did have tornadoes pretty often. We had this giant basement with like several, like a panic room, and just, it was actually like pretty big space. And so what I would do when I was younger was I would make like escape room type puzzles, but in like real life using the basement. So it was like, cool. Oh, you guys are all now trapped in this evil basement, and you guys gotta find your way out by solving these puzzles and whatnot.
Nice.
So I would always loop my friends into doing that whenever they would come over to my house. They would be like, oh, here we go again. Anya doing this again. It was all because I played a lot of, like, horror flash games growing up where you had to, like, escape the room or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would base it off of that, being like, oh, I want to do something like that too, so I'm gonna get, like, slips of paper and put it on stuff and make whole puzzles and everything. They weren't actually trapped. It was part of the game. They could leave at any time. It was just a game. It's not like they could just walk up the stairs and leave if they wanted to. Even as a young lass. No. it wasn't that. It was the creepiest room in the house, and it was pretty big, so I used it for that. I also once tried to, what was it? Also, my nose is so itchy today. I also, tried making, like, a short horror film at one point, too, when I was young, but it didn't really go anywhere. But it all makes sense now. Big beef. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of time as a kid to do a bunch of random stuff, because, as I said, I didn't really, I couldn't really play video games all that much. Like, I could play Flash games and stuff, but that was it when I was really young. Because my family was kind of against video games. Well, not my whole family, just my parents, and not in the way that most parents are. I've said this before, but it wasn't like they were like, oh, you can't see the kind of content, it's too violent or whatever. It wasn't like that, because they were totally fine with me watching, like, rated R films and things like that. Like, they didn't care about that. They've always been pretty lenient in understanding peeps, but they just saw it as, like, a waste of time. Like, they didn't see the point of, like, why I would want to play video games, basically.
Yeah.
And so I had a lot of free time where I wasn't really doing much, so I would often go outside, and because we lived basically on the edge of the country. Like, we were still in Lawrence, but we were, like, on the very edge. Like, right next to us was, like, countryside. Like, we were at the end of the road. And so I would oftentimes sneak out there into, like, the wooded areas and explore and stuff. Like, pretend that I was, like, on some big adventure or whatever. And there was also this place right across from where we lived, which was, like, torn down, so there was just rubble there. And I would, like, climb all over it and do stuff there. Now there's a house there, but I remember I buried stuff there. So I wonder what happened to those things that I had buried, but they were there. But yeah, I used to wander around a lot as a kid. Now I'm very much more a homebody, because, you know, can play video games.
Exactly.
And also, I'm not really out in the country anymore. I'm in the middle of the city, so it doesn't really work out.
Yeah.
Whereas there, it's like you have all that space to go out and, like, do stuff without worrying about weirdos. But the outside Anya the Explorer. But yeah, it's still sometimes so weird, because if I go visit relatives, like, our house was close to the highway, so once you drive down the interstate, you can see my house from the highway. And it's so weird to, like, see that it's like, I used to live there and now I don't, and it's crazy. But anyways, anything else new with you, Rolf?
Not really. I think things just going.
Heck yeah. I hope the D&D goes well for you.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Heck yeah. I believe in the dream.
Just have to also remember to do my homework and stuff in the meantime.
Yeah. That's always a struggle when you're still going through school and stuff. I know for me, I remember when I was still in university, doing classes and doing streams and stuff and everything. It's like, gotta make sure I find the time to do that, plus doing everything else I gotta do.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
For sure.
But, yeah. Rolf, are you ready for some more Hakuoki?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Time to pull up the game. I don't even have Steam open. Jeebus. Also, what did you think of me playing Hades the other day, by the way?
Oh, I love Hades, so it's always
Yeah.
fun to watch someone else play it.
Yeah, Hades is one of my favorite games, and it's one of the few, like, quote-unquote difficult games that I'm actually pretty good at. Like, most super hard games, I'm like, I can't I can't. Whereas with Hades, like, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the fact that it's very impulsive gameplay or whatever, but I just find it a lot easier than most.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that when I went all the way to Elysium and got to the Asterius and what's his name?
Theseus, I
Yeah,
think.
Theseus and Asterius boss fight. I got all the way there, and it was like my third run. It on a new save file, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's pretty
let's
good.
go. But yeah. When did you play Hades? During VN night, I played some more Hades from start, like from a new save file. I played it because I put it on the poll, and we had played Gartic Phone, and no one really felt like playing any of the other games on the poll, even though people voted on it. But it was like the people who voted on the other games left in the middle of it, middle of the stream, which is why. So in the end, I ended up just playing Hades, and everyone watched, and kind of it became like a podcast where I play Hades and we all talk about random stuff. And I was surprised. I was surprised that I found out that I prefer playing Hades with keyboard and mouse.
Ah.
Like, I can't play Hades with a controller. I tried playing it with a controller, and I sucked at it. As soon as I started playing with a mouse again, I was good again. Like, during the first run, I couldn't even get to Megara. I died pretty early on, and I'm like, what the heck? Why am I so bad? And I'm like, what if I switch to my keyboard and mouse? Guess what? Immediately, like, so much better. I guess, yeah, as Asher said, it's because I'm used to the mouse and keyboard controls for that game. Must be. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if it's. I think it's also because with mouse and keyboard, I can click exactly where I want to go. And I think it made it a bit easier. Yeah. Whereas with the controller, you gotta, like, consciously direct yourself in the right direction. And I feel like with Hades, it's just better to be able to just click instinctually where you want to go. It's just one of those games.
Yeah,
So,
I get that.
Yeah. Because I think Wolf said that he also considers mouse and keyboard to be the way to play Hades.
I've never even tried it. I've always played controller.
Yeah. I mean, it says on the menu that they recommend controller. And there are some aspects that I think are easier with controller, like using certain abilities is a bit easier with controller, because then you don't have to, like, think about, okay, is it the G button for this or whatever, like that sort of thing. But overall, I would say in terms of, like, being able to make quick decisions in terms of movement, I think mouse and keyboard is a lot easier because you can be a lot more instinctual with that, you know?
Yeah, I imagine.
But it also, as you could probably see while I was playing the game, I was like, the way I play Hades is very, like, zoom, 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 zoom across the screen. So I kind of need that extra, like, instinct to it. Otherwise, I can't do it. But yeah. Anyways, time to open up Kyoto Winds. Please don't blast my eardrums. Oh, shoot. I forgot that this covers up the entire screen, so the chat is mute point on screen.
Alright, you need your phone.
Yeah, I need my phone, because I won't be able to see it on screen. Big
Don't
beef.
forget the Discord stream as well, by the way.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Ugh. Idea Factory.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna move it down to what the. What? Oh, okay, I see what was going on. I was like, why can't I move my controller? And I was all the way on the exit over here.
Nah.
Okay, there we go. So this is literally right when you left, by the way, Rolf. So you haven't missed anything.
Alright.
Yeah, because after this, basically, Doodle and I just played a little bit of this other visual novel game called Case Book of Arn that I started playing that I really like. Well, I played the entire first episode, and the second episode, like, first case, and the second case is being made at the moment.
Cool.
It's pretty good. It's basically like, take Ace Attorney, Danganronpa, maybe some Zero Escape, and mix it all together with, like, vampires. And you get that. And it's pretty great. It's basically like a game that's made for me. Opening up.
I wonder if these, like, this rope that Yamizaki's wearing, those sleeves are like, you know, those zip-off pant legs.
Oh!
And when it's hot, you can just undo the big stitching. And
Oh, snap! You know what? Maybe that is the case. Let's have that be the new lore. That's the new headcanon. Honestly, I love looking at outfits, especially in visual novel games, because sometimes, but just in games in general, just typically have the most interesting in, like, outfits.
Yeah.
It's very odd. Especially if you're talking about Tetsuya Nomura. He has some of the best ones.
What sort of games did he make?
Like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts,
yeah.
The World Ends With You, all that, you know. So
yeah,
zippers galore. So many zippers. Basically, zippers the clothing. So, should I take Yamazaki?
If you want.
Like, I'll take, I guess, all of Doodle's parts until Doodle's able to come in.
Sure thing.
Oh, Yukimura, were you going somewhere? Yes, I was on my way to Okita's. Oh, to Okita, huh? You need something from him? Yes, I suppose. I wanted to ask him something. Do you know where he is? I think he's over in the courtyard. Thanks, I'll go see if I can find him. Just don't forget you were hurt last night. You can't push yourself too hard. Aww, Yamazaki.
How did we get hurt again?
Remember we got attacked?
Oh, yeah. Got attacked by a zombie.
Yeah, when the zombies, like, came in, when the furries came in.
A ghoul or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, stabbed us, trying to get our blood, and we screamed for help, and that led to the guy taking his chance to be like, I'm leaving. And we were like, yeah, good riddance, buddy. But then, Saito and, what's his name? I can't believe I forget. Heisuke! Heisuke.
Yeah.
The both of them, are leaving for some weird reason. I can't get over the fact that there's furries in this, yeah. It's great.
I mean, there's furry ladies as well.
Heck yeah. Just don't forget you were hurt. Oh yeah, I read this already. Yes, I know. I know, Yamazaki. Don't be my mother. Just as Yamazaki said, Okita was in the courtyard. He stood gazing out across the garden. In a way, he looked more like an innocent child than Soji Okita, feared Ronin of Kyoto. Okita?
Damn. I didn't even sense your presence till you said something. Must be getting rusty. Especially in the lung area. At this rate, you'll kill me before I kill you. If that were to happen, though, I'd be turning in my grave.
Please don't joke like that. I know you're not feeling well.
So I've got a bit of a cough. That doesn't mean anything. Anyway, what do you need?
Huh?
Well, I don't think you came here to lecture me on my health. You want something.
Oh right, I heard that Ito and some of the men are leaving, so... Did you hear that Saito and Heisuke are going with him too?
Yeah, next time we run into him, we'll probably have to kill each other.
You said it so casually that, for a moment, I was at an utter loss for words. Kill each other? Are you serious? This is Heisuke and Saito we're talking about.
Well, if there aren't my enemies, then I probably won't have to kill them. But if they end up fighting the Shinsengumi, they won't be getting any favors from me.
But you've been friends for so long.
That doesn't matter. I'm the sword of the Shinsengumi.
Sword of the Shinsengumi?
Yep, swords don't think. They don't decide whether it's right or wrong to kill someone. When the order is given, you kill, no matter who they are. That's my job. Didn't you know?
There wasn't a hint of doubt in his words. I'm sure Okita would be able to kill anyone who opposes him without a bat of an eye, but those thoughts were just too heavy for me. Thank you. All I could do was bow to him and walk away. Wah wah. My wound healed completely soon afterward, but I kept the bandages on. I didn't want anyone to see that my scar had healed. Since Ito, Heisuke, and Saito all left, the compounds felt so much larger and emptier. Around the same time, Takeda, when the captains of the Shinsengumi had also left. I guess these are things we can't help but...
Oh, that's the guy you hate.
Yeah, I'm like, goodbye, sayonara. Good riddance. Anya would kill someone if Akechi asked that. No, absolutely not. No.
No, she would only do it if he asked very meanly.
No, I wouldn't. Nah. It felt as if everyone was going in different directions, off to forge their own paths. I couldn't help but feel sad about it. Big beef. You hate to see it. (1867). 3 months had passed since Ito had left with the Shinsengumi, taking his men and the others with him. Late one evening, I laid in my warm futon at an hour where I should have been asleep, but I was tossing and turning in my bed. My mind was wide awake. I wasn't falling asleep anytime soon. This was me last night. But why? I was nervous, certainly, and I trained earlier that day, but neither of those was anything new. I needed to get to sleep soon, or I'd oversleep in the morning, and that would be embarrassing. As I forced my eyes shut for the 1000th time, I heard someone calling out for me.
Yukimura, you still awake?
The voice outside belonged to Hijikata. I scrambled to my feet. Yes? What is it?
You have a visitor. Once you're dressed, come to the common room.
A visitor? Who would come to visit me?
And at this hour.
Yeah, especially at such a late hour. I stood puzzled, but I rushed to get dressed and shuffled towards the common room.
Must be a booty call.
Oh snap. I slid open the door and walked in, and I was surprised at what I saw.
It's you as well, I think, then.
Oh yeah, I apologize for disturbing your sleep. Oh, that's fine, but...
You got some crazy bedhead. Didn't you have time to brush it?
What? Really? I'm so sorry,
Cut the stupid jokes, Soji.
Huh? It was a joke? Don't worry. You don't have bedhead.
Thanks for coming. Please sit here.
Okay. Even Sanan was here. Seeing all the captives of the Shinsengumi gathered, I shook with nerves. I went to sit down in the corner, but when I locked eyes with the person sitting in front of me, my eyes grew wide. Reason being, the person who was sitting was...
Huh.
Yep, it's her.
And the new lady.
Yeah. His titties are out, there's no coverage there. Yep. Sen? So my visitor was Sen. What could she be doing here? Only then did I notice a beautiful woman dressed as a ninja seated next to Sen.
He's not a very good ninja if you're recognizable by your clothes. But...
Yeah. I love Andrew just going like, yo. It's
Hello.
Doodle! Hello, Doodle, I love you!
I love you too. Yeah, I'm only baking chicken today, and that's gonna take a really fucking long time.
What,
So I don't really have to pay much attention to it, so I can be here.
What
Heck
side
yeah.
did you go with? Or haven't you decided yet?
What?
What side did you end up going with?
I'm gonna make arroz con gandules with it.
Okay.
It's like a red rice. It's a red rice, and it's got little pea things in it.
Ooh.
Good.
It has bees in it, you say?
Yeah, peas, not like pee. I'm not peeing in there.
Wait, now we're going in all sorts of different directions. I love that.
Yes,
Doodle says peas. Rolf says bees. And Doodle misinterprets Rolf that he just said peas again, so she's like, nah, I didn't pee in it.
Exactly.
That's
Wonderful,
great.
Kale.
That's some true Gardic phone stuff right there. Also, Doodle, what do you think of this new ninja lady?
I think, which one is the ninja lady again?
The one on the right.
Why is she so sexy?
Automatically a ninja.
I'm not attracted to her. I'm just wondering why they made her so sexy.
Because he's a ninja, of course.
Yeah, ninjas are sexy. This is a one fact. Any ninja that exists has to be sexy. That's a rule.
I don't know. I don't know, boss.
Bodyguard. I looked at the captain, hoping someone would explain the situation.
Supposedly, she really wants to talk to you.
I guess he's leaving it up to me to talk first.
I don't know why anyone would want to talk to you, but you know.
That's kind of what it sounded like. He's like, apparently this person actually wants to talk with you. What the heck is up with that?
We're all perplexed. That's why we gathered the captains.
Yeah, she only got this
possibly
far because we're just really confused about why the fuck she would want to talk to you.
Yeah, normally we would banish her or kill her on the spot, but we were so, like, curious. We just have to see what this is about. So, Sen, what brings you here today? Even though I was nervous at the very least, our relationship was beyond just acquaintances. Sen looked back at me with a stern expression, and she looked down before speaking calmly.
Oh, wow. Very
Come
cool.
to take you.
Oh, snap! Oh, boy.
They're more than acquaintances and she's come
Yeah.
to take her. Yeah,
I
that sounds like...
see. This is why everyone was like, "Sen should have been around. Sen should have been around." Like,
I think we're already on the route to it. So
heck
like...
yeah, come to take me. Now this happens in I think every route. This scene. What do you mean? Now. I don't understand what you're saying.
Maybe you should start at the beginning.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Why should I go with you?
Yeah, that's a damn good question.
Wait, that was me. I think.
Yeah, that was.
You just barge in here, ask to see her, and then spring this on us?
And now this is you, Doodle.
Oh my god. I always get them mixed up, you know, it's
yeah, because
a bunch of
always...
fucking white boys.
Yeah, and I mean, these two are almost always in the same scene, so it's always hard to tell. It's like, who's talking now?
Always the same scene, always got their titties out.
Yeah.
Are you a relative? Are you a relatives or something? She doesn't seem to have any idea though.
Sen, can you explain a little more? Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
I mean, you don't have to tell your life story, just like give us the short of it. Just say something at least.
Yeah.
I like how she said, I don't know where to begin. And then the other one said, there's no time. And then they're like, wait, why the fuck are we doing this? And then they're like, well, maybe you should explain. And she's like, alright, I'll start at the beginning.
Yeah. Like, there's a middle ground here somewhere if you don't have time to like, explain like one thing instead of like everything.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I feel like this is a problem with a lot of visual novels where like they go really around the point, you know? Yeah. It's like we could cut like this entire scene in half, you know? But
add that playtime.
Yeah. But I think it's also so that you understand that this is a grave like thing. Like, this is important.
Yeah.
Also, this is you, Doodle.
Oh, fuck. You see, it's a bunch of fucking white boys. Should we step out?
She glanced around the room, looking at each of the captains, and started to speak.
Oh, that's the red eye.
Yeah.
Oni guy.
Yeah, it's the Oni guy.
It's Oni-chan.
She's got a ninja with her. How do you think she knows? God.
How'd you know that? It was something like Kazuma and his punks, aren't you?
What?
Fine. You were talking about Kazuma?
I'll be back.
Okie dokie, Doodle. He showed up at Akeda. Oh my gosh, why is this one got me last time? No, this one got me last time too. I couldn't say it. I remember Akedaya, Hamaguri, and Nijo. Yeah. He's got something to do with the Satsuma and Chosu, doesn't he?
Well, most of the time it seems like he was there for his own reasons, not any kind of domain politics. Either way, he is an enemy of the Shinsengumi.
Sen gestured at me for the captain's benefit, then fixed me with a level stare. What was going on? This was getting stranger and stranger, and I was starting to think I didn't really want to know the rest of the story. Oh yeah, Doodle's not here. We are aware of that. We're also aware that Kazuma and his compatriots call themselves demons. Not that we're inclined to believe such a claim, of course. I don't know how I feel about them changing it to demons, because I feel like Oni doesn't have the same connotation in Japanese that it does in English.
I don't know what else they would say, though.
Yeah, well, I think they should have left it as
Ogre is usually
Oni.
what they use.
Or Ogre. Yeah, I think even Ogre
I
would
just say
be
Oni.
better.
Yeah, just leave it at Oni, probably.
Yeah, because I will say the demons, the connotation of demons here is like Japanese demons. So it's not like, oh, Lucifer's demons.
Not Hellspawn.
Yeah. But more of like these special creatures with special powers and stuff, you know? So
yes, demons. We've dismissed that claim.
Yeah.
No, I do not think their claim as demons is unfounded. All three of them possess powers that make them incomparable to humans.
Yeah. Yeah, like, these people are like, we don't believe that stuff, and yet they're taking this medicine that turns them into the...
However, despite their strengths, their presence is virtually unknown amongst the public. Under normal circumstances, that is impossible. It's rare for you to say something so kind, Sana.
So go on, Sen.
Oh, she knows. Oh no, she's gonna out us. Oh, she's gonna out herself.
Yeah, she said that she's of the same ilk earlier. But yeah, so she's also an Oni, along with them and us. You are?
Nani?
Yeah, she's a princess.
So she's an Oni princess.
Yeah, she's an Oni princess.
Because I did see, like, the Princess Sen stated somewhere before. I thought she would be like a political princess, like the Emperor's daughter or something. But...
yeah, I'm sorry, Azure. My allergies are really bad at the moment, so my nose is like...
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. An acquaintance of the heroine. They first met each other in Kyoto. She claims to be a demon. She claims to be an Oni. But yeah. Oh, Doodle, welcome back! All you missed was Sen revealed herself to not only be a princess, but to be a princess Oni. Or a princess demon. So she, along with Kazuma and those other guys that we met before, they're all demons, including us. We're also a demon, but not demons as in Lucifer demons, but Japanese demons, which are Onis, which are a bit different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we're now extra mad that we can't romance her, right?
Yeah, exactly. All we can romance is Kazuma. Dang, see.
Imagine how much it would piss off Kazuma if we, like, romance Sen.
Yeah, it would be so good!
It's like female Oni are very rare, and then two of them, like, go together.
Yeah, it would be great. I would be so into it.
It would be really funny.
It would be hilarious. You would get so mad. You would deserve it. Heck yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Does it?
Does it?
I mean, it makes sense to me because I played through the game, you know, and stuff, so I know all the lore. But I feel like just from that small bit, like, can you imagine you're just living your life as part of the Shinsengumi?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then you find out about demons, and then this girl comes in and is like, I'm a demon, but not only that, I'm a demon princess. And you're just like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would just assume she has, like, Chunibyo or something. Or maybe Hijikat's just trying to sound smart.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Ah,
makes
yes,
sense.
I understand everything now.
Yeah, and Soji is in the background like, you really don't.
Yeah. I wondered why you're being so friendly. But now that you say you're an Oni, it makes sense how friendly you are. They're known for their friendliness. You are gathering information on the Shinsengumi.
Oh, this is something. Oh, okay. This is why.
Oh, did
This
they
is-
do a thing?
Yeah, they did it. Like, this is something that I can't believe they took out, or maybe we just somehow missed it. But I think it's like
Well,
an extra story or something. Where
Well, we did see him with a woman, like, recently, right? I think it was her then.
Yeah, it was her. And basically, there's like, I think also a side story where they all end up going to like a brothel or something for like a mission, I remember. And I think Chizuru had to like disguise herself or whatever. I have like a very strong memory of this, but I guess it's not in this game. But I know
Or
it's
maybe
a
it's
thing.
a different route that we missed.
Maybe, I don't know. It happens, I think, in every route, and depending on who you're with.
Okay.
It's like a side story that happens.
Must have not be in this version then.
Oh, no, wait. I think it's like a side story that you play separately.
Ah,
So I don't think you play it unless you play it separately. At
it's
least...
the X-rated DLC. I
No, it's not. It's really not. I just remember that I think it was like, I don't remember if I saw it on YouTube when someone did like a playthrough of like some of the extra stories, or if it was in the mobile version, but I think it was like a side story. And it also shows up, I think, in the anime too. Like, it happens.
I mean, of course. Can't pass up a chance to have a brothel scene in an anime.
Yeah. Also, Azure is so right. Sen has everything. She's a princess, she's an Oni, she has a sexy ninja bodyguard. Why can't we date Sen? There needs to be a mod that lets you date Sen. There needs to be a mod that lets you date Sen. Literally, most of the fandom agrees that Sen should have been around. So, it should have happened.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah. She tilted her head to the side politely and met Hijikata's glare with an innocent smile.
You know her?
Move your eyes up about 6 inches, Senpachi. That's
He got him real good.
6 inches exactly, brother.
He's like, look up from her tits, bro.
Stop looking at her tits, bro.
You know these rocking tits? Oh, there's a face attached to them.
What? Women aren't titties?
Her work as a Shimabara courtesan was only a cover. Her true role was as a spy and bodyguard for Princess Sen. So this is all something we completely missed during the game. I remember this. I have a very strong memory of this part of the story, and yet we didn't see any of it.
Well, we saw a tiny glimpse.
Yeah.
Like, at some point.
Yeah.
She's dressed a little different from when we met her at Shimabara, but that's her face alright.
The district in Kyoto where one could find licensed courtesans. It is also referred to as the Red Light District. Oh wait, did we have a choice at one point to possibly go there to the Red Light
think
District?
so, yeah.
So maybe that's why. Maybe I remember that part because I played, through the whole game and stuff, so I remembered it. But it
I
seems
think
so...
we chose to hang out with Soji instead.
Yeah, or I don't remember what we chose. I think we chose to go out with Saito somewhere instead.
Ah, right.
But I have like a memory of doing that, and that's why I remember. But that makes this scene so weird because it just hit me that you guys have no idea what's going on right now in terms of this.
It's sort of, because at least she was introduced very briefly as a courtesan. It
Yeah.
was just like 1 or 2 lines.
Yeah. But it's still kind of like a little weird that we're getting this kind of offhand like this, but whatever.
What?
He really
Nani?
didn't. He really was like, he can't. Shinpachi is so dumb. Himigiku smiled.
この国には古来より鬼という生き物が住んでいました。幕府や諸藩の高い位にある者は皆知っていたことです。ほとんどの鬼たちは人間と関わらず、ただ静かに暮らすことを望んでいました。です。鬼の強力な力に目をつけた時の権力者は自分たちに力を貸すよう求めました。
And did the demons obey?
者は拒みました。人間たちの争いや彼らの野心になぜ自分たちが加担しなければならないのかと。
Oh, hi, Owen. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya.
Hello.
ですが、そうして断った場合、圧倒的な兵力で押し寄せてきて、村落を滅ぼされることさえあったのです。
How
鬼
horrible.
の一族は次第に各地に散り散りになり、人目を避けて暮らすようになりました。人との交わりが進んだ今では、純潔に近い鬼はそう多くはありません。
Doodle, you're up.
And I assume Kazuma is not one of these? Who the fuck is Kazuma again?
That's the Oni guy who wants to marry us.
Oh, that freak.
Yeah. Sen
He's
nodded.
the one who kicked Okita's lungs in.
Yeah, he's the one that caused Okita to get consumption!
Motherfucker.
I will kill that man. I will yeet him into oblivion.
And then
Yeet
they
me into oblivion on.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Kazuma is like probably my second choice besides Okita. You're so right. Okita's my
Oh my
number
god,
one.
he's an Anya boy?
Yep.
The moment Okita
Oh.
dies of his tuberculosis, he's gonna go switch right to his killer for the next time.
But I mean, here's the thing though. Technically, that's what happens in the anime. Because what happens in the anime is like Hijikata is like the main guy and Chizuru is with him. Because he's the main guy in the game too. Like he's kind of the poster guy, right?
Yeah.
And it makes sense considering that the only way you can see all of the history of the time period is if you follow Hijikata. Like you really get to see like the history of the Shinsengumi if you follow him on his route. Because all the important moments happen with him. So it makes sense that he's kind of like the main guy, but Kazuma is like the main rival, you know? And what happens at the end of the show, I remembered, is that Hijikata, like, freaking dies in the show.
Oh, big beef.
I'm saying this because I don't think anyone should watch the show. I don't think it's good. Though you should always listen to the opening, because the opening is abombdaydom.com, but the show itself is kind of meh. But it did have multiple seasons and multiple movies and stuff because the series was really popular. Wow. So Hijikata dies, and so he is like, he tells Kazuma to like protect her and stuff, and so she joins Kazuma afterwards, and they ride off into the sunset together, and that's how it ends.
Wow.
That's how it ends. So when you said that, I was like, that's literally what happens in the anime.
Amazing.
It's so good.
I'd like to ride off into the sunset with a demon princess.
Heck yeah, me too. I wish Sen was around. But yeah, Doodle, this man's my favorite. We're at 30% for him. Dang C. You hate to see it. I wonder what's gonna happen. And then Cosma is this dude.
Oh. Yeah, he looks like an Anya boy.
Heck yeah. Chikage Cosma.
そして東国で最も大きな家は雪村家。
Wah wah.
She just outed us in front of
Yeah,
everyone.
she did. She straight up
That
did.
did.
あなたの家よ。
Ow.
What?
雪村家の鬼たちが隠れていた里は人間たちの手によって滅ぼされたと聞いています。ですが彼女は雪村一族の生き残りではないか。私はそう考えています。あなたには特別に強い鬼の力を感じるの。
That sounds great.
Like a really fucked up thing to do, honestly.
Yeah.
You outed her, bro. She was.
Yeah, especially since we spent all that time trying so hard not to let anyone know that we have special powers. Like, that's why we're so
Like,
terrified
you
of
see
swords.
these bandages? Yeah.
Yeah, like I was wearing these bandages for weeks and you ruined all that hard work. Oh my gosh. But also, what my first thought wasn't even that. It was the fact that the game, like, she's like, oh, you're so powerful. And yet, we never are the ones,
never
like,
do anything.
Yeah, we don't do anything. Let us beat people up.
What a waste.
Yeah. It's such a waste. Like, this is like one game where you could absolutely have the main character be super awesome and like just annihilate hordes of people and stuff. But nah, we can't have that. No way, but
ある限りではあるけど、お菊にも
What
あ
the?
なたの家のことを
Jesus
調べさせて。
Christ.
Can't possibly have a female character actually be strong, even
Yeah.
if she has a reason to be stronger than a normal person.
yeah. Yep. Especially in a dating sim, they're like, the guys have to be like 1,000 times stronger than her. There's no way, even if she has special powers, they're still stronger than her. And it's like, what?
Come on, man.
Like at the start of the game, she's like, oh, they could absolutely kill me or whatever. And I'm like, you're a demon though! You can't! They can't just kill you! Even if there's that many of them. You're like a pure blood demon. You should be like super strong. They would try and kill you and be like, what the frick? I can't kill you. The revelation of all of this was nearly impossible to comprehend. I was at a loss
What
of
about
words.
that, though?
What about
She's still
who?
looking for a father, right? So
Yeah, we're looking for our
they
father.
say she's the last surviving one, so that's interesting.
You'll find out more about him. I mean, I was told I was
Yeah,
not
I
human,
think-
but a being called a demon. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no shit. You know that already. Bum bum bum. Yeah,
Couldn't believe it,
I
but-
knew.
What was that?
No, it's like dramatic reveal. Yeah, no, I knew that.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's not news to me.
yeah. At the same time, all the odd things that occurred all made sense now. Now I knew why Cosmo was after me, and why I'd healed so much more quickly than anyone else.
純血の鬼の子孫
Didn't
は
she already figure that shit out on her
Yeah, I
own?
mean, Kazuma already told her why he's after her.
Well, yeah, he
It's this
told
thing.
her, but they didn't believe him, you know, because he's like an enemy and stuff. So she was like, nah, that can't be true. But now that Sen, who's, you know, kind of a friend, is coming over here being like, yeah, that's true, you know, now she's
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
confronted with the reality that this is her reality now.
I suppose,
鬼の
yeah.
血筋が良い者同士が結ばれればより強い鬼の子が生まれるのですから。
He wants to fuck.
Oh, I fucking died.
No, Doodle!
Rip.
Rest in
Rip Doodle.
pieces. Hope it's you, Doodle.
Ah, so he wants her for his bride.
風間は必ず彼
Oh
女の
fuck, I
奪いに来
lost
るでしょう。
everything.
No,
Oh, no.
Doodle!
Ultra rip.
Just kidding, I got it
今の
back.
ところ
Heck
本気で
yeah.
仕掛けてきてはいないようですが、そ れがいつまで続くかは分かりません。そうなった時、あなたたちが守りきれるとは思えない。たとえ新選組だろうと、鬼の力の前では無力です。
Whoa there, princess. Don't you think that's going a bit far?
This girl isn't a demon. She's too useless.
Nah, I think what they're saying is, yeah, as Haruda
They're
is
being
saying right
questioned
here.
in their manliness, so of course
Yeah.
they're going to object.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're super strong," and he's like, and she's like, "Do you not remember when the three of them like absolutely pummeled like 10 of you?" Yeah, this is you, Doodle.
Shinpachi's right. You aren't giving us enough credit.
今ま
They're
で
so
互角に戦う
dumb.
ことができたのは、彼らが本気ではなかったからです。
Then let them. I should dearly like to see the powers of a true demon.
Sanan, guys, y'all are insane.
You guys are so dumb!
I live with a bunch of insane men. Kazuma and his friends had already demonstrated incredible strength. Even the captains of the Shinsengumi had been easily brushed aside. It's all about their pride. They're like, oh shoot, like we can't just turn tail and run. That would be stupid.
Well, at least Sanan also has superpowers, but the rest of them...
If that was not even the full extent of their strength, then a battle to the death against one of them would be...
Shinpachi and Haruda are right. Although they were more powerful than any average human warrior, the difference in power between us wasn't so vast that we couldn't best them, even if they were going easy on us. Very true. Besides, we've got the demon himself in command, don't we? Shut up, Soji.
I love that Soji takes every chance to make fun of Hijikata.
Yeah.
お気持ちはよくわかりますが、実際にはそう簡単でないことは分かっていらっしゃるのでしょう。
They've literally faced them before.
Yeah. Also, like, this would be such a perfect point in the story for Chizuru to be, like, the one battling him, but
あ
nah.
なたたちの役目は今日の治安を守ることであって、彼女を守ることではないのですし。
Game developers hate women, so that's never gonna happen on
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
sadly.
ですから、私たちに任せてください。私たちなら彼女を守りきれます。
Well, it's not even just that, though. I think it's like, there's this idea that, oh, if someone's the dom and someone's the sub, like, the dom has to be... Like, the idea that every single relationship has to have a dom and sub, and that moves farther than just, like, in sexual connotation, but just a day-to-day life, you know? The idea that somebody has to be the strong one, the powerful one, and the other one's the more weaker, the vulnerable one. Instead of realizing that, in reality, we all have our days of going back and forth, you know? It shouldn't be just, like, one person does everything. But these games like to have one person be the strong one and the other person be the weak one. Because even in, like, ones where it's all guys, like, there will be the quote-unquote seam and the quote-unquote ook, you know? And so there'll be, like, the guys that, again, are like these guys where they can do everything. They're strong, they're powerful. And then a guy where even if they establish that the guy is, like, super strong or whatever, will constantly find themselves in situations where they're getting bested or defeated or whatever and have to have the guy come and save them. Like, it happens all the time. The struggle is real. And I mean, as I said before, when I think we talked about this even last time, like, I understand, like, the how should I put it? The fantasy of wanting somebody to be there to protect you and rescue you and stuff. Like,
Sometimes people are tops and they want to be the one doing the rescuing.
yeah.
I want to rescue my poor little meow meows.
Heck yeah. But also, like, I think even if you do have that, like, fantasy of, like, wanting to be rescued by somebody, you still want to be able to do stuff on
confident.
Yeah, you want to be competent. You want to be able to do stuff on your own, to help out on your own. And but these games go all the way to one side or the other, because there are games where you are the quote-unquote top. There are games like that, but then it's the complete opposite, where you're always the one doing everything and the other person is not doing anything. And it's like, that's not how it is in real life. Like, in real life, it's balanced. Yeah. Big beef. Well. But Heaven's Official Blessing Season 2 is coming out soon, and that series has 2 great main characters, so recommend that.
Nice.
I recommend you.
Heck yeah, I recommend both of you.
It's your own compliment.
Or, like, another, I think, good example, actually, is, weirdly enough, My Second Life as a Villainess. I think is a good show where, like, you have the main character who is, able to really, like, help people in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's, I think, a good example, because on the one hand, you still have, like, the other characters, like, helping her out and protecting her and things like that, but then she's also kind of doing the same for them.
And stuff, but she does her own things as well.
Yeah, so it's a balance, you know, where she's being helped and she's helping in return. And I think that's really good. I think it's, like, one of the few times where I can say, like, it's pretty balanced overall. But yeah. I don't recommend Anya, says Azure. Dang, see.
Wow.
I recommend Azure.
Heck yeah, me too. Oh, that's you, Rolf.
Oh, it's me. Hey, give us a chance, alright? Are you trying to say we can't protect her?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
This may sound rude, but you're talking about the power of 2 women over all of us?
Wow.
Yeah! I'm gonna, like, punch him. I'm gonna punch Harda. I'm gonna punch him. Gonna send him flying. Nyum.
Someone eat that man alive.
Yeah. Look at this line!
It's hard for me to imagine your thin arms go head to head with guys like Kazuma, Amagiri, and Shiranui.
Oh my god! Look at
I've never seen a...
It's hard for me, a man, to imagine that you, a woman, could ever be competent.
Oh my gosh.
Look, lady, you're not part of the Shinsengumi, so I'd appreciate if you keep your nose out of our business.
Both Sen and Kimigiku seem to be thrown off by the captain's reactions. I mean, I would be too! I would be like, time to kill you guys! I mean, at least with Soji. With Soji,
I really shouldn't be surprised about a bunch of macho guys being macho.
Well, but at least with Soji, he's like, he just doesn't like her because she's not part of the Shinsengumi. It's not because she's a woman.
In our fucking business.
Yeah, because earlier, remember when we saw Kaoru, even Okita was like, you should be careful with people like that, even if she's a woman. Like, you can't, like, think that she's less because of that. So at least he is not like these 2 knuckleheads.
Yeah, he just doesn't like people interfering with her business.
Yeah.
土方さんはどうお考えですか？風間たちの力を承知しているあなたなら、姫のお話お分かりいただけるのではありませんか？彼女をこちらに渡してくださいな。
Please give her to us.
Give her to us. Give us the girl.
The precious. That's different. It's not our style to back out of a promise. We decided we're going to protect her. We're not gonna run just because they're demons. And besides, if you're going to claim that you're a demon, I guess I'll take it, but... I guess I'll take you. I mean, I'll take it. That doesn't mean we trust you.
随分な物言いですわね。千姫様は鈴鹿御前様の血を引く。
A female demon said to have lived on Suzuka Mountain. She fell in love with Tamamuro Sakunoe and went to live with him in Yase. Again, this probably... I guess this must be like some mythology that we don't know.
大きくおやめなさい。今はそのようなことを言っている時ではありません。
Her tone was calm and friendly, but it left no room for argument.
I agree with Ichikata. If she really does have the blood of a different species, we'd like to cooperate with her for internal purposes in the future, aka
This is another man I'm gonna chuck into oblivion. I'm gonna yeet him. There wasn't even a voice clip for that line. Did you? There was nothing. It says she said what, and she didn't say anything.
Nani?
Kimigiku glared at him. She probably didn't say anything out of concern for Sen.
困りましたね。どうしても承知してはいただけませんか。
Hold on a minute. We didn't confirm one important thing.
肝心なこと。
Yukimura, what do you have to say about this? Yes,
Hey.
you
Yeah.
have opinions.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Please share them with us.
Kondo,
Oh, yeah,
like this is
Kondo's based.
yeah, Kondo is like one of the best. Like I can understand why Soji loves him so much because he's one of the best. He's so
Yeah.
good. He's such a good
He's a bit of
man.
an idiot sometimes, but at least he's considerate.
Yeah, like everyone else is just like deciding for Yukimura, and he's like, actually, Chizuru, what do
That's
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is about your future. You should decide who you go with. Mia, well, I couldn't give it a Mia answer. It wasn't that I said it Kimigiku, but
I see. It must be difficult to discuss with an audience.
And this should be where you can
You ought to
pick
speak
your
with
wisdom
Princess
and
Sen alone.
start the Sen route, but
yeah. I think technically there is a route with her, but it's like, I think it's considered like the normal route, where it's just like Chizuru, like finding the truth or whatever. But that's it.
oh well. What the hell, Kondo?
What the hell?
That's her only woman, Kondo!
Yeah.
You know what? I want Hijikata to just have a Valley Girl voice from now on. What the hell, Kondo? What the frick are you doing?
hell? What the hell? Like,
Hijikata tried to
like-
protest.
I was like totally gonna date her.
It's like we have 0% with it.
I was grooming that one.
Oh no! No! But Kondo didn't change his expression.
There should be at least one witness. The princess may take Kimiguku as well, of course.
Doodle!
God. No, that's not necessary. We've been ignoring her feelings this whole time.
We can ignore them a little longer.
We could ignore them a little longer.
Yeah, that's
But it
what
makes
Sanan
me feel
says.
If she wants to leave this place, then we shouldn't stop her.
Kondo.
She is the only woman in this whole compound, and if she goes with them, then she'll have other women.
Yeah.
Like a pack.
Can't have that. It's too dangerous. If you put more than one woman together in a room.
They'll take
Damn
over
it.
the world.
You're so easy on people, as usual. Well, if Kondo says so.
His words spoke for the rest of them as well. They might not like it, but Kondo was the chief. What he said went, but it was above his title alone. I think his personality usually won out these sorts of issues.
Well, at least if we let her take Yukimura, then we will finally pass the Bechdel test. But
You're so right. You're so right.
you won't steal her away the moment the two of you are alone, will you?
心配は無用です。鬼は一度交わした約束は守りますから。
I'll be fine. Sen isn't a bad person.
ありがとう。
And she smiled. Her expression had returned to that of a girl her age. A few minutes later, we found ourselves alone in my room.
突然押しかけられた上。
Oh, are they gonna fuck?
I wish.
I'm glad that tickled you, Rolf.
That was funny.
No, it's alright. I'm sorry about, them. They said some pretty mean things.
Yeah, there was only a bunch of, what is it called? Misogyny and whatnot.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how guys are in this era.
Or any era, really.
Yeah.
鬼と呼ばれる生き物が本当に存在してるなんて簡単に信じられる人間はそうそういないしそれよりもさっきの提案どうかな
Yeah.
考
If
えてみてくれる
if Sen was a route, she would definitely be my second route. Like, it would be
She'd be my
Soji and then
first.
Sen.
100%.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah! It would be Soji, Sen, then Kazuma, then, Saito, then Heisuke, then Hijikata, then everyone else.
Get out of here, rat.
Saito is good as well.
The
What are you doing, Stinky?
had
here.
indeed. If Sen had come to me when I'd first arrived in Kyoto, I might well have taken her up on her hospitality, but
新
now...
選組の人たちは
Let us
あなたを
say
守れると
yes.
言ってたけど私は無理だと思う
Luna's here.
Perhaps what she said was true. The Shinsengumi were powerful and skilled. I'd seen them face overwhelming odds and emerge victorious, but those odds had always been only human. The strength of even a single demon was something great and terrible, of that there was no doubt. We had all seen so
Unleash the furies.
firsthand. Heck yeah. And some had even lost their lives to that strength, and the same fate could occur even to the captains of the Shinsengumi.
今日の政局はますます混乱するはずよそんな時に風間がやってきたらどうなると思う
Can I need to also say this. So, there's also a version of Hakuoki that takes place in modern day, like an official version, where it's like school life. They're all in high school and stuff, and it's modern day. And the funniest thing about the modern day high school version of Hakuoki is that Kazuma is basically the same. In that he still like goes around the school being like, "Ah, my future wife." And she's just like, "I need to get away from this man and save me." And there's this really funny scene, like one of the funniest scenes ever in the entire series, where Chizuru, Sen, and one other girl, I forgot her name, all three of them decide to go to the pool during summer vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And so they make these plans And Soji manages to oversee the texts on her phone for those plans. And so he tricks everybody into going to the pool. And he deliberately, like, words each of the texts differently so that it would convince each of the individuals to come to the pool. So all three of them go to the pool, and it's just everyone's there. And the way that he convinces everybody is so funny, because he sends, like, completely different texts to everybody, and they all fall for it. Every single one of them falls for it. It's so funny.
Oh, what a legend.
He is a legend. It's so good. And the funniest thing ever is Kazuma's, like, there's also a screen that lets you know, like, which route you're on in that game as well. Mm-hmm. And it has, like, the characters saying, like, a certain phrase to show, kind of what they're thinking at that time. And Kazuma's first line is, like, so we're gonna get married soon. And so you're going to, like, far on other people's routes, and that Kazuma is still saying that on the screen. It's like, sure, buddy, you can dream. It's so good. But yeah, you'll just be, like, walking down the halls, and Kazuma will bump into you with his two, like, you know, two guys, and he'll be like, Chizuru, my future wife. And she's like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
Amazing.
He's like, they go to the cafeteria, and he's like, I'm just getting food for my future wife. And Hijikawa's like, no, you're just harassing her. It's hilarious. It's just, in this context, it makes sense, you know, but putting it in that high school context is just so funny.
It's just weird and funny.
Good stuff.
あなたは新選組から離れるべきだわ。そうすれば彼らも心置きなく戦える。
Sen. Her eyes were serious but warm and honest. Whatever else she might be, her concern for me was real. Thank you, Sen, but I hesitated. I just couldn't get myself to agree.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck one of these guys.
But yeah, I think this might have been the point where if you didn't have anything with any of the guys, then you would just go down this route, but I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We missed out on the sun.
Yeah, I know, right? Dang, see. What? Her question had been entirely innocent, although it had caught me off guard. I couldn't possibly lie to her. What should I tell her?
Good question, because are we actually far enough with anyone to say yes?
I mean, we could say yes.
I feel like at this point Chizuru would say no. like even if we're close enough, like I don't think she herself would realize. She hasn't struck me as like actively pursuing, I guess. But, yeah. Doesn't mean she doesn't care about anyone.
I mean, so you would say no?
I guess, yeah.
What about you, Doodle? What would you say?
I'm not gonna be the tiebreaker in this situation, Anya. I'm sorry. I honestly don't know what I'd do here.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe she'd be like too worried about like the boys to leave them because they're really dumb.
So you would say yes?
No, I'd say.
Oh, so no?
No, I'd say no because I'd be like, they don't even know how to make tea, Anya.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, like, what we're saying here is this because of a guy, is what she's asking right now. Like, do you want to stay here because of a certain man? Yes or no?
Oh, I misunderstood the question. Get this shit out my face. I misunderstood the question.
Anya clearly dating someone now I don't think I'm with anyone. So do we want to say no then?
I want to say yes.
Ooh. So Judah wants to say yes. Rolf says no. Azure also says no. So we're going no.
Alright, that's good.
No, it's not that. I'm confused. All this time I thought I was human. My ability to heal had been a little strange, perhaps, but I never thought that meant I wasn't even human. Or perhaps I just never allowed myself to think that. To try and hide my condition made me lonely enough. If I had allowed myself to believe I wasn't human, then it would have driven me even farther away.
もう時間がないの。それに目を覚
Enough
ましても
angst.
あなたが鬼だっていう事実は変えられないわ。
But none of this makes any sense. Not only am I a demon, but I'm the last survivor of some big demon clan. It's all just...
わからないか。
For a moment, she looked utterly lonely.
どうしても嫌だって言うなら無理強いはできないわよね。
I'm sorry, it's not that I don't trust you or anything, Sen. Could you just give me some time to think? I wanted to find my father and ask him if what she had told me was the truth. Maybe that I could accept the fact that I'm a demon. Thank you for waiting. Oh, Doodle, you're up.
Hold on, I'm in danger.
No!
So, how was it? Have you reached a decision?
Before I could speak, Sen stepped forward.
彼女のことをこれまで通りよろしくお願いします。
Sen!
姫様、よろしいのですか？
ええ、もう決めたことだから、今は彼女の意思を優先しましょう。
Doodle, it's you again.
I was pausing. Just kidding. Hello?
Hello.
Very well.
Anya walking down the island. This person doesn't like me at all. I don't believe it. That's so true. That's exactly me, Azure. I could be like...
The
Oh no,
Like,
you
where are
go,
we going?
Doodle. Sorry.
Shinsegumi accepts responsibility for her well-being.
But yeah, that's exactly me. I would be like, do you actually like me though? And they would be like, we're dating for like 20 years. And I'm like, but do you really like me though? Are you sure? They'll slap me on the face. Like, you idiot. Oh no, this is you, Rolf.
Oh, just relax. Leave it all to me.
Oh, and here's Doodle.
Please. Oh, I'm sure Senpachi will give you all sorts of... Oh my god. Other things to worry about. Why is... Oh my god. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Beep beep beep. Oh. Oh. It is time for me to pay attention to the chicken. That's what the beep 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 was.
Oh, okie doke. I love you, Doodle.
I love you more.
Me. Oh my gosh, what is this, Rolf? I'm scared.
It's the perfect comic for this situation.
I'm looking. Yes, that's me. That comic is so me. That comic is absolutely me. Be like, are you really sure you like me? And they're like, yes, I like you. The struggle is real. I guess I'll take Doodle's lines again until Doodle comes back.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure Shinpachi will give you lots of other things to worry about. Still got to have you around.
What kind of girl would want to stay?
Soji is so right. He's like, you're an idiot for staying here, to be honest. And it's like, you know what, Soji, you're right. You're right.
Oh, this is my harem, of course. Can't leave my harem.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if you have guts or if you've got rocks for brains. This doesn't make you special. You receive the same treatment you always have.
Right, thank
Just
you.
to say that you'll be relegated to cleaning while we do all the fighting.
Yep. Thank you, all of you, for letting me stay. Then took my hands in hers and let her eyes rest on
くれぐれも
mine.
気をつけてね。私はいつでもあなたの味方だから。
This is the part where they start like training her, right? Because they know she's an Oni, so they're gonna make
No,
sure you
probably
super strong.
not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Big beef. Sad to say, that's not the
Unfortunate.
case.
Like, I can still imagine, like, hey, even if you're super strong, if you don't have any sort of combat training, well, she does actually, but
He
you know.
does, yeah.
Yeah. Even that
They
is not-
try and like make it a thing by saying like, oh, she's terrified of swords because of the fact that she heals so quickly, so she's terrified of fighting because of that. So
Yeah, but
it's
they've
less
it
that
doesn't really
she
work anymore now.
Yeah.
Now that it's
Yeah.
already known.
Yeah, big beef. Thank you, Sen. She gave me one last warm smile, and then Sen and Kimigiku were gone. Once again, sleep refused to come. My mind worked furiously, turning over everything Sen had told me, examining it from every angle. Oh, I was a demon. Not only that, but I was the head of a pure-blood demon clan that was nearly destroyed, my heritage being the reason for Kazuma's continued interest. Gosh. I had decided to stay with the Shitsugumi, but was that really the best idea? Should I have left instead? I'd wanted to stay, of course, and I didn't really think leaving was a reasonable choice, but what if I made a mistake? Eek! I heard a sound from outside and made me jump. That sound, could it be?
Who's Kai?
I have no idea. I'm sorry if you're bothering you so late, but this is an emergency.
Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, it's the... It's me. It's one of my voices.
I
so I'll
see.
take the next line.
Yes? Oh, yeah,
No,
this guy! I forgot about this guy. The door snapped open as Shibata stepped in. He's great. I can't believe I forgot about him. His eyes started back and forth nervously, and his body was tense. Has something happened?
The demons have attacked us. Here.
What? Nani?
They're after you, which means you need to stay here.
But that was the reason they'd come here. How could I justify sitting on my hands while others fought my battles for me?
Find the others, maybe?
Yeah.
Running outside seems dumb, but...
Yeah.
Don't want to just, like, sit here.
Yeah, we're definitely not sitting here. So it's either go outside or go find the others.
Yeah. I'd say find the others.
Go
but-
find the others.
Yeah.
I have to go, Shimada.
I can't let you do that. The commander made sure that I don't let you come out.
Those demons are here for me if anyone gets hurt. Maybe they'll listen to me, that's why they're here, right? What if I can convince them to leave peacefully? Please, I'm begging you, let me go. You know that they are here for me. So if I could convince them, maybe Kazuma and the others would hear me out. Shimada's brow furrowed and his mouth drew into a tight line, but last he sighed, shaking his head.
Fine. You're going to be that insistent? I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Also, Asher makes a good point. We should stay because we can't even freaking do anything.
I was told to protect you, though. So if you're going, then so am I. Is that alright with you?
That will be fine. Here we go! Here we go! Out we go. We ran out of the house, and then I paused momentarily, unsure of where to go.
Yeah.
Yippee!
This way you come
Woohoo.
around.
I can just imagine, like, just those sounds, like, in the distance of, like, all of them fighting, but it sounds like Mario sounds like, wahoo! Yippee!
It's like a coin clink.
Yeah, but it's like a chorus of them, so it's like yahoo 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 yahoo, it's just a yippee, awesome, wahoo, yippee, mamma mia. I think it would be hilarious.
That's so cool.
It reminds me of there's like this RPG Maker game called Toilet in Wonderland, and there's it's like a Yume Nikki fan game, one of the early ones, but like it's meant to be like a satire on it and stuff, so it's all like more funny than scary. And one scene has like the main character enter a room, and all it says on the screen was like Mario has entered the room or something like that. And then the music becomes like the scary Mario music, and then all of a sudden you get like chased by like 100 Marios, and you just hear like wahoo yippee. It's the funniest thing ever. Like it's simultaneously scary and funny.
Yeah.
Oh no, Shimada, don't die! The second he said that.
Shinda.
No! Something passed right in front of my eyes.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
His big body flew.
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
Arg.
He flew several yards through the air, then hit the ground hard, sliding another few feet before lying still. Shimada! It all happened so quickly I tried to run up to him, but then...
Just where do you think you're going?
That voice! Oh snap, it's him!
Oh no.
In the same instant that I recognized his voice, I felt his arms shake around my neck to pull me in. I struggled, but his grip was immovable as steel. Let go of me! I heard the Yase clan had visited you. Oh wait, no, that's you.
I heard the Yase clan visited you tonight. I'm sure they got you up to speed. You're a noble demon. It's beneath you to lay in a nest full of pathetic fakes. Come with me.
It was obvious what he was referring to when he mentioned fakes.
You've seen the pitiful attempts at manufacturing demons, have you not? Do you really think it's necessary to help them in creating such abominations? Just to carry out their sick agenda and self-interests?
I couldn't find a response. For obvious reasons, I wasn't necessarily in favor of the existence of the furries, but there are times when you have no other choice. Still, as an outsider, I'm in no position to say. And more than anything else, my father was the one responsible for this serum.
My theory right now, she's adopted and the dad has just like used her for experiments as a kid or something.
We'll find out.
That's how he developed the serum. Who knows?
We'll find
what
out.
blood is in it. Yeah, the latter one seems the most her, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't even know anything. Sounds very...
It's too confident for her.
But this also is not why we're here, though. We're not here to take responsibility for what he's done.
No.
We're just here... So this is kind of more accurate. I don't know.
I guess, yeah, let's go with the top one then.
Let's leave it up to Azure, top or bottom?
Yeah, Azure, are you top or bottom?
Not a choice, top or bottom. Big beef, I can't believe Azure died. You hate to see it.
Rip.
Rest in pieces. Giving a couple more seconds. Too obviously. You mean top? I'm gonna go with top then. Heck yeah.
Alrighty.
You don't even know anything about the Shitsugumi situation.
So what? Even if I were to entertain their excuses, would you be asking me to turn a blind eye?
Well... just then.
Breaking into our headquarters, huh? Takes balls.
I love how crude Hijikata is.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone cusses at any point or says, like, crude stuff, it's always him, and I love it.
Pretty much.
There's a delay in him, how dare you. That's fair.
That girl named Sen or whatever. This isn't a gathering place for demons. Fun's over, pal. Are you ready?
Kata's translation is just so good. I can't get over it. Hey man, I heard you're barging into our place to get yourself a wife. That's one way to put it. You think you get to the point by now after all these rejections? Tell him, wreck him.
Lol.
I guess demons are very persistent. Ichikata, Harda! Behind them, I could see Yamazaki and several of the other Shinsegumi soldiers. Some men were missing, though. Had they been injured by the demons, perhaps even killed?
You fools have no idea of her worth. At least 20 gold pieces. Demons are best fit to be with demons. She's the most valuable when used by a fitting partner.
I really hate...
Ugh.
Yeah, this is very gross. Like, I like him in the sense that he does get better during his route. Like, he learns to actually love her and care about her as, like, a person.
Sure.
But at first, he's very, like, bleh. Disgusting. Yeah. Ha! So you decide to take her against her will just because you're too scared of the rejection you'll get from flat out asking her out, huh? You're so lame and creepy.
Get wrecked. She's worthless to you as a hostage. Even if you take her hostage, she would kill you regardless without any hesitation. I have no intention of using her as leverage. I wouldn't have to anyway with the likes of you.
The ring of men around him begin to draw in. I could feel the tension build like a rope being pulled taut. Soon it would reach its breaking point. So we could try to attack, try to escape, or trust the Shinsegumi.
I mean, I feel like the game is telling us definitely that the last one is the right answer, but...
Well, all of these... here's the thing about this game, is that all answers go to certain routes, usually. So it's not that there's a right answer, just that there's a right answer in terms of a route.
I want to try attacking. Let's 4 ones do something. I know it won't go well, but, you know.
Yeah.
Let's at least try.
So attack?
Yeah, I know the right well, the smart answer is probably trust, but I want to at least have her do something once.
Honestly, I think the Okita one is actually the middle one, if I remember correctly. Because I have this vague memory of her, like, during this scene, running along the wall and getting, like, accidentally pushed into one of the rooms. And it being Okita's room. Like, I have this strong memory of this. But, since we said try to attack, we're going to try to attack.
Yeah.
Kazuma had a good hold on me from behind, but he hadn't bothered to restrain my arms. There was nothing I could do. I wouldn't dare to attack him. Or perhaps he thought that even if I did, he'd have no difficulty dealing with my attacks. I wasn't foolish enough to think I might actually beat him in a fight, but at least I could try and defend myself. I jerked my sword out. Yeah! I attacked Kazuma with all my might.
What a battle cry.
Yeah. Yeah! Hi, yeah! 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 I can't believe she turned into Link. Yeah!
Yeah!
Ha!
Yeah!
Yeah! Tries to attack. Oh no, I need help, my harem members. Kazuma easily dodged my swing. His hand slid to my wrist and he twisted viciously. It was strong enough that I thought for a moment my bones would break. With a cry, my sword flew from my fingers.
How dare you point your sword to your future husband?
What the frick?
So weird. I guess you truly have no idea of how powerful I am. I'll just have to discipline you. Ugh.
Ugh.
What are you looking at? I'm your opponent. Well, stab him, dude.
Yeah.
My
My aborted attack had distracted Kazuma for only a split second, but that was all the time Hijikata needed. Within the space of a breath, he closed the distance between himself and my captor, the tip of the blade leaping towards Kazuma's throat.
Just pushing his tip down the throat. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Almost too quickly to see, he leaned out of the way. Hijikata's blade hissed through the air, centimeters from his neck. A lesser man, or a human, would have been dead, and so for a moment, Kazuma's demon strength and reflexes were focused on the sword at his throat. That moment was enough time for me to break free. Yeah, this is... I think we're about to get a point for Hijikata here.
Yeah, definitely.
I said in the most... Did you hear that? I was like,
No.
I was He gripped my arm and my body was jerked into him. Hijikata? I felt a gentle, powerful arm curl around my body, catching and sheltering me at the same time.
I thought you were supposed to stay in your room. You're a real pain, kid.
I know, I'm sorry. Yep, there we go.
Still, you did good.
What?
Ooh, jeez, what a contraction.
Yeah, wouldn't
Wouldn't have had that opening without you. Good job.
Praise from Hijikata was not something I was accustomed to. I opened my mouth to say I wasn't sure what when
When he suddenly pushed his mouth on mine.
Oh, snap.
Just like middle of the fight. No build up.
Yeah.
Hijikata or whatever. You get your dirty hands off of my wife.
Oh my gosh.
My waifu. The girl is mine. I will not give her to a mere human.
Kazuma had recovered quickly from the attack and his eyes smoldered with cold fury.
Sorry, man, but I can't hand her over. The Shinsengumi is responsible for her now. We gave our word, no going back.
I felt his grip on me tighten as he spoke.
She's mine now. I caught her. Chizuru Yukimura, come with me. You're a member of the Honorable Demon Clan. You shouldn't be associated with the likes of them. Even their existence is despicable.
The image of Shimano being relentlessly thrown against the wall flashed before me. I see you know your judo well.
Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well.
Even if I was a part of a demon clan like he was. No, I'll never join you. I'm staying here. You're awful. Now please, please leave.
You would choose a simple human then?
I love Kazuma's like guys because they're like his posse, but at the same time they make sure to like make fun of him every chance they get.
Yeah.
It's so good. He deserves it. And it's also they do it also because Kazuma is so thick-headed that it doesn't matter if they make fun of him, he still thinks he's the best thing ever. Nothing gets to him.
Shut up, Shiranui.
Who would choose a simp? Oh no. Hijikata was having trouble with Kazuma alone. Now we also have Shiranui to deal with. Just then.
Hijikata, my apologies for being late. The furry corp will be your opponent. Sanan. You there. You sure were saying some funny things a little earlier? If my memory serves me correctly, I think you were saying something like we were imitators.
Hi, Bajoran. Welcome to the stream. I love you so much.
Hello. This is an excellent chance for you to witness our tremendous strength.
San's hair was stark white, and his eyes were red. He led the Fury Corps towards Kazuma and his men.
決まってんだろ。まがいものごとき何人いようが俺たちの敵じゃねえ。片っ端からやっちまおうぜ。いずれ掃除しなきゃならねえんだしな。
No need to dirty my sword with fake demon blood.
おい風間。
I'll do you a favor and step down today. But this doesn't mean this is over. I'll be back for the demon woman. Look forward to my return. This guy is so uncool.
Yeah, he really is. He's such a dork.
He's like an edgy teenager.
Yeah, he's like a
thinks
guy
he's
you
really
would see.
cool.
Yeah, he's like a guy who regularly goes to Hot Topic.
Hey, wait, you bastards!
Hijikata tried to run after them. With no further deliberation, they leapt over the wall to the street and were gone.
What should we do? Should we go after them? No, we can't afford to let the civilians in Kyoto see any of you guys. They'll know you're furries.
I can't see your fursuits.
Understood, then we'll call it a night.
My body sagged with relief as the terrified energy of the last few minutes quickly ebbed away. Hijikata, thank you.
No need to thank me. We had our reasons for wanting to protect you. Just hurry on back to your room.
Okay.
We had our reasons. See, we're all trying to date you.
Heck
We have
yeah.
a bet going to see who wins.
Yeah, that. Who do you think would be winning the bet?
Soji at the moment, I guess.
Yeah. Hijikata then ordered the warrior to check for any casualties at the compound.
Soji is like the one guy who didn't join in on the bet and is still winning it.
Yeah, it would be. I want this to be like a canon scene. He's like, how is he winning?
He's like, oh, I'm not taking part in this shit, but I'm gonna ruin it for the rest of you. But
Yeah.
I'm still winning anyway.
His face was cold and hard, and the face of the demon of the Shinsegumi. As the last of his warmth left me, I shivered in the cold night air. After time passed to the following day. Good morning, everyone.
Alright, it's.
Oh yeah,
Doodle
this
the
is
Doodle's
Doodle.
one.
Ah, good morning, Yukimura. Did you sleep well last night? Oh, yes. You don't have to lie for our sake. We could tell how well you slept by looking at your face. Wow, thanks. How's Shimada doing? The hit. Oh wait, no.
Just you
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
that's me. The hit
For
knocked
now.
him out, but aside from some bruises, he seems to be fine. He'll be back on duty soon. Really? Oh, that's a relief. Jamal wanted to apologize to you for not doing a better job. What? I'm the one who should be apologizing to him. Oh, morning, Isami. Uh-oh, what happened? You don't look to be in a good mood. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, stinky.
Uh-oh. You got a scary enough face to begin with, Kondo. Look, you're even scaring her. No, I'm not scared. No need to hide it. You can admit that you're scared if you're scared. But I wasn't saying... Sorry about that. I meant no ill will. Forgive me. He gave me a tight grin, but then looked down, his face grim. I wonder what was the matter. He's acting different. Please don't apologize. Please just tell us what happened. Well, you'll find out soon enough, I suppose. He wasn't just talking to me anymore. The rest moved closer to hear what he had to say. Nishi Hongwanji doesn't want the Shinsegumi here anymore. You're telling us to leave, you mean? Well, they didn't say that in so many words, but yes. I had a feeling this day would come eventually, but now that it's here, what should we do? The monks at the Nishi Hongwanji temple were imperialists and allies of the Chosu. They'd never been fond of the Shitsugumi, but we decided to force our way into their temple anyway. It's no surprise they wanted us out, but I'd finally begun to feel like the temple was my home. I was sure I wasn't the only one who felt that way. Still, this is awfully sudden. Do you think last night's incident triggered this? I don't have to think I know. They don't want fighting on the temple grounds. I'm sure someone else has a hand in this too. Chosu maybe, or Satsuma. The ruckus last night was all because Kazuma and his men wanted to abduct me. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Not true. We came to this temple and forced them to yield to our admittedly unreasonable demands. But what are we going to do? If we have to move, then we need to start looking for a new location. Actually, we don't. We'll be provided with a new site courtesy of the Nishi Hongwanji Temple. What? That's awfully generous. They must really want us gone. Yes, on both counts, which is why I decided to accept their offer. Things are going to get busy around here soon. A plot of land was purchased and a new compound was built, all paid for by the Nishi Hongwanji Temple. It became the third headquarters of the Shinsengumi, the Fudodu village location. The third Shinsengumi compound was located in the village of Fudodo. Thanks.
No shit.
A town in southern Kyoto located south of the Kiduya Bridge. In the new location, there was a big bath where a dozen or so warriors could bathe together, and even new dojos. The new warriors were clearly excited about it. By the time summer came, the Shinsengumi had left Nishi Hongwanji, where they'd spend more than 2 years.
They're very excited about bathing together.
Heck yeah.
Great. Well, seems like a good point
Yeah.
for me to head off.
Heck yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Rolf. You're the best.
It was fun again.
Yee. I'm glad you're enjoying this game with all its craziness.
Nice. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. It's, as I said, it's one of my favorite visual novels, so I'm glad you're enjoying it.
It was very nice.
Eee.
Alright, well, have a good night.
Yeah.
Or good rest of your day.
Yeah, have a good night, Rolf. Get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out. I love you very much. Good luck with the D&D stuff. I'll miss ya.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, turning to title screen. Gonna hit exit. Oh, Rolf, you're still here. Hello. Oh, he's gone. Goodbye. Good night, Rolf. I love ya. Thanks for hanging out. Yee. Did the thing where I closed Discord. Yeah. I've done that many times before too, where I closed Discord and then it's still going and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot. The struggle is real. But yeah, so we're done with that. Doodle isn't here. Oh shoot! Angel just pointed something out. Azure, Goro should have Hunch Crow on the team because he's Crow.